Well, guys, we haven't finished our i9-2080 Ti Cougar Conquer build because of various problems that have happened with parts not working that we've ordered, but we have some other updates here. So this is an office in our warehouse, and previously we were mostly using it for storage, but we decided to kind of set it up a little bit more for filming inside of here. And we also got this new table that has been pretty awesome for us to work on and to film here on this table when we're working. And we've got a monitor set up in the corner, keyboard and mouse just for basic testing. I had reconfigured, this is my old work computer. I showed you guys this in a previous video. I did pull out the, what was this, Rampage 6 Apex motherboard. These are really expensive. I think I saw they're going for $500 to $600 even used. So there was no point in leaving this inside the computer because no one's ever going to put that much value onto the parts. Plus, on top of that, we have like probably 100 or 200 X299 motherboards in stock. So then we have a really cheap price on these deluxes, these are sick motherboard. They're super awesome, and we have them in stock really cheap right now. So made sense to use one. We also pulled the i7-7800X and replaced it with an i7-7800K, or sorry, yeah, K or X, I think it's X. And then here's the water block that was fitted to this Apex board. And so we're just gonna probably resell this Apex board with the water block included, is what I'm thinking. The water block was like, I think, 150 bucks. And the board's obviously, as I mentioned, really expensive, working perfectly fine. So we'll probably just bundle it together, sell on eBay. And so then, yeah, this is just reconfiguring this so that it's ready to be sold to a customer. It will probably take a long time to sell this because in our experience, not very many customers are buying really high-end systems like this. I mean, there's probably $400 of just water cooling fittings, radiators, reservoirs, heat sinks, and all. There's just a lot of money on just the water cooling alone. And this video card is really expensive and high-end, so we'll see. But what we're gonna do right now is I actually redid some of the hoses to make them just a little bit different and kind of tidied up some of the cable management, because this was actually this is an EATX board, so it's super wide. So now that we're back to our regular standard ATX board, the extension sleeved cables can actually fit through the rubber grommet cable management things, whatever you want to call them. So then we also have the new water block here from Bits Power, and it's RGB and stuff too. So I'm actually going to fire this up right now. It's going to be the first time I've ever turned it on with this different motherboard, the new water block with some revised and updated tubing. So hopefully it doesn't just spray fluid all everywhere. Hopefully it turns on. And it doesn't turn on. Oh no. Oh, it's because the front panel is not connected. Alright, I have the front panel power switch connected now, so this should start. Yep. And this should drain very quickly because I drained a lot of fluid out of here. And we can see this is filling up. And I'm going to have to add some more fluid to the system. So I'm going to let this run and get some fluid. So we've got some of this XSPC EC6 1 liter UV green. That's the same fluid that's already in here. Now we're topped off. Whoever buys this, I'll just give them, these, I've actually got 2 bottles here. I'll just give them both of the bottles. It's like 1.5 full. So, yeah, it looks like we're ready to cap off the reservoir. It looks like there are definitely no leaks going right now. The system seems to be running really well, only 21.7 degrees Celsius on the liquid. As you can, I don't know if you guys can see that little panel I've got there, giving us the temperature. But I'm just sealing up the reservoir. You know, I do like this new water block, this Bits Power one. I actually didn't really know exactly what it's going to look like, but it has a little bit of some RGB effects, and you can see the water movement up here and down here, but it doesn't actually show the whole flow across the middle, which is kind of cool. I wasn't really sure what to expect because I've never used one of their water blocks before. So this looks like it's running really well. I have a monitor set up over here so we can make sure everything's good. Seems like everything's working as expected. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video, and I can put this back at my desk and keep using it as my work computer until I'm done with my Cougar Conquer build. And take this out of here. I'm gonna bring the Cougar Conquer build in here to continue working on it in this room. All right, guys, thanks for sticking through.